Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go, girls.
How we doing, guys? We all right?
How are we all?
Niall's back. He's still alive.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
He's still alive.
Clicking along.
We're going to get onto the main topic from the title, as you can see in a minute. Let's get everyone a chance to get in. And that can go there, I think. Yeah, we'll give everyone a chance to get in. And
Gus.
yeah, we can sit and discuss, because there's
There's a lot to dig into here.
there is. But first off, how have you been?
In pain.
How are you, my cripple?
Hurting. 24/7. Not good.
Oh,
Had
24/7.
some more x-rays.
Okay, yeah.
They don't know what the fuck is wrong with my hand. So, 2 x-rays in, they're like, I don't know what's happening here. This isn't good. So they're gonna MRI me instead.
I thought they were doing that the other day.
No, I'm gonna get I've got to get the letter for that, yeah.
So how long do they
book it
reckon
in.
that's going to take? Because the thing is, you don't want to be like left it too long. Because if it's a case of it's out of line, it's not going to heal properly. Like, you want it to be picked up sooner rather than later, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just waiting for a letter. I'm not bothered.
Can you masturbate again yet?
No. It made me cry.
I miss masturbation. Okay, I'll do one for the both of us later. Yeah.
Topic? We got people in?
No, I'm giving it a second. I'll tell you what we will discuss, actually, because I've made a video on it on my channel anyway. And I think it's a good place to start. Beyonce dropped an album.
Shit.
Have you listened to the full album?
Yep.
On a scale of 1 to 10, we'll do two. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being country, 1 being
1. 1 being hip hop R&B. 1.
Okay, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being good, and
1.
So you're a fan?
This ain't Texas. You can't hold them. I want to shoot my brains out every time I get in a car. Or anytime I go into a Primark. Terrible.
The thing is, as well, I listen to occasionally in the car Radio 1. And it's one of them songs, every now and then the radio will have like a song that's mixed in to like their Newsbeat advert. So it's like Newsbeat, and it will go, this ain't Radio 1, this ain't Texas. It's like her singing radio. It's
Terrible.
like BBC Radio 1, this ain't Texas. Oh, fucking kill me. Like, this song is so... the album is trash. Absolute trash. It's a mockery. It's a mockery to country music. It's a mockery to...
country.
Pretty much. That is what it should have been called. This ain't country.
Wanna die.
This ain't country. 'Cause you're from Texas. But this album's trash.
True.
And I'll be damned if I listen to that song with you.
I wouldn't even listen to it while I'm having a poo.
Even shits deserve better. Oh dear. Alright. So, no one in yet. but it's fine. We can clip it for a short or a stream or a video, whatever.
Okay. Little video.
There's been a major announcement, and I don't know, and I know you don't, how to take this.
I'm not convinced at the moment.
If it is true, it's too much. It's too far.
Well, I wouldn't say
if it's false. If it's false, it's too far. Yeah.
See, I wouldn't say the joke's too far. I would say how long it's been carried on for.
And I think the issue is
dragged out quite a lot.
The issue is as well is that they've also stated a cause of death.
Yeah, pulmonary embolism.
So they've stated a cause of death, and they have also in that time
mentioned his daughter in it as well.
They've mentioned his daughter and family and things like that. And the problem is
it's April 1st.
It's April 1st. And
so this could be a big April Fool's, yeah.
If it's April Fool's, this is the kind of shit that Keemstar would call someone out for.
Well, and also not only that.
Oh yeah, by the way, it's Keemstar we're talking about.
His humour. Yeah, his humour though. He would do something like this for April Fool's.
Do you think though? Because he's the first one to call someone out for doing.
Sometimes he goes a little bit off the rails.
Oh. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know if it makes sense to me to do an April Fool's joke this involved. And we're now talking, okay, in America, it's what, depending on where you are, maybe 8 o'clock at night, 7 o'clock at night. So to me, about now, we should be getting a tweet to say, sorry guys, all the joke and all that shit.
Yeah.
The risk in what has happened here is that if it is a joke, by singling out an issue like a pulmonary embolism, he's effectively people have been affected by that. Exactly, people have died from that. People have got family members who have died from that. I mean, it's no better, if you're making a joke about dying about cancer, but it's when you single out an illness for an April Fool's joke, that is fucking touchy territory, because there's always someone that's going to be affected by it.
Yeah.
The other risk here is that he's actually passed and no one is taking notice of it because it's April 1st.
Yeah.
And I've not always liked him. I've not always agreed with him. I think he's caused a lot of problems himself.
I've watched him for years.
I've watched him probably 5 years, 6 years, I think.
YouTube's been slow lately, but it's been more on like Twitter and Snapchat.
Yeah, the drama alert sort of phased out in the end, didn't it?
It's still big on like Snapchat and that.
Yeah, it's just not how it was, like on YouTube side of things. The issue is here that it's, for all we know, he could have actually passed away, and it's shadowed by the fact that one, it's April the 1st, and actually I was looking at some comments on Instagram earlier. Instagram, and they said that this is something that's been done before. I don't remember it last year. So thank you, Nadir, for joining. And you are right. Nadir has joined, and he says you can't determine the cause of death without an autopsy. Now, I should state, I'm an undertaker. I work in funerals over in this country, so I know that. And this is what's making it weird. Now, the only possible way that they could have determined that he'd passed away from pulmonary embolism today,
as if he was suffering with it,
is if he was suffering with it, but also in hospital being treated for it at the time. If it was at home and he had that, excuse me, if it was at home and he had, a possible pulmonary embolism, or even if he'd had one but died at home, they still couldn't release the fact that he died of that illness. They couldn't just release it and say, he died because of complications, because you can't determine that. He could have had a stroke in the night. So
does it count as an April Fool's joke if he mentioned that he died the day before, because they mentioned that he died the day before, died last night.
But last night could be 1 o'clock in the morning, in
Oh
which
yeah,
case it's
true.
still. Yeah, this is the thing. I obviously I want to hope it's not real. The it's it'd be a great shame if he's passed. You know, he's done so much for the YouTube community. He does a lot outside of just that as well. But I also think that if this is a joke, you got to check yourself. You've really got to check yourself because you can't do
It's a risky
something.
area.
You are.
It's a risky area to be joking around.
It's a risky area, and like if it is a joke again, like as we said, you know, if you're single-handedly naming a illness in that, you know, in that tweet, and saying, "Oh, he died because of complications because of this," you're putting yourself in the firing line for people that genuinely have had family. You know, have had family members that have passed away from such a thing. Nadir has just said, I'm a respiratory care practitioner, and a pulmonary embolism is a very specific diagnosis. It is, of course it is, because, I mean, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, but from experience within my industry with the deceased, the pulmonary embolism starts, it would be an issue with his leg, DVT, and that would progress. So he'd have had issues of pains with his leg. It can progress very quickly, but that would then travel up to the lungs. I mean, and
He was like an avid runner as well.
I mean, yeah, but to be fair, people with fitness issues can be the worst ones to struggle with them because of the constant moving and the flexing and of the muscles. I mean, clots can form in the legs for any number of reasons. Sometimes actually being active can have just as much of an effect as being inactive. Inactive is generally like on planes and stuff. If he travels on planes a lot, that's when you're most at risk of something like that. You'd have to wear pressure socks. That stops any possible clots in the legs from traveling to the lungs. The actual pulmonary embolism is the actual when the clot travels to the lungs, and it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Effectively, the lung can travel quite quick. The clot can travel quite quickly into the lung and cut off air supply, depending on how bad the clot is. Where a clot sticks, it could even take out pretty much nearly a whole lung if the clot's disrupting enough of the blood flow to that lung. It's a very. He'd have had to have been suffering from, or known that he's suffering from it for a while. I mean, he's been very active on social media. I've not seen a lot of the Snapchat side of things since he moved away from that, so I don't know if he's ever mentioned anything to do with suffering from it. But the fact that they said he's passed away at some point in the night, so let's assume after midnight, around that time, we don't know. Let's assume after midnight. There is no way, especially if he's at home, because there's no mention of him being in hospital, that would have been around for a while. There's no mention of him being in hospital, which means if he's passed away at home, they're not going to be able to determine a pulmonary embolism is the cause of death, let alone come to that verdict and get it released within the time frame that they are talking about.
Unless he uses big time money from as like for a private doctor or something.
There's so many people, like celebrities. I mean, look at some of the celebrities that have died that cause of deaths have taken quite a while to come. Hey Ghost, hey them, mate. How many celebrities die and we end up waiting weeks and weeks for a cause of death? And it's not because, you know, money can buy it any quicker. It's a process that's done. If he has, and this is the thing, we could be talking about this and it's a freaking joke. If he has died, say for example he's died in hospital, let's take it back. Say he's gone into hospital, he's struggling to breathe. The only time that they possibly could have it diagnosed that quickly is that he's gone in, he's had their checks of his scans of his lungs, to determine that there's a blood clot on his lungs. And then it would be a case of waiting. If he passed away that quickly after, there's still no guarantee that it's a complication from a pulmonary embolism, because there's other stuff that could have led to that. It's a very grey area, and it's very weird the way that they've just put it all out straight away. Hi, Jonathan, you're right, mate. If you've missed it, so there's stuff floating around about the possibility that Keemstar, announced by Drama Alert, that Keemstar has passed away. There's a lot of what's the word for it? Drama Alert, yeah. So drama. There's a lot of ifs. Is it? Isn't it? Which is a shame, because if he has genuinely passed away, then it's a massive. It's a massive shame that no one's taken it seriously. But we don't know at the moment. So this is the thing. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Nadir, so this is the thing. It could well be April Fool's, and the issue with that, as we've said, was talking about earlier, is the fact that when you're making a joke about, Keemstar's the first one to call someone out for bad stuff, and he's done some questionable things. He has, but if you're going to make a joke about Drama Alert, make a joke about Keemstar passing away, my argument should be that you shouldn't be specifying a specific illness, because someone anywhere around the world that's a massive follower of him could be having either that issue themselves or a family member that's got it. You are singling out people with that specific illness, or that people that have been affected by it. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if it is an April Fool's joke, it should have happened first thing, and it should have gone on for a little too long, a little while, couple of hours at most. The fact that this is now, we're bordering 10 hours, 8 hours since the initial announcement. That to me is going too far if it's a joke. And there again, we was talking about the issues that naming a cause of death, specifying it's from a certain illness, but you really wouldn't know that quickly. I mean, Keemstar was active on Twitter, I think, like 15 hours ago, 16 hours ago is the last time I saw something popped up from him directly, which means he's generally in fairly good spirits. Someone with a pulmonary embolism, they're gonna feel it. But it's not going to be like an not massively instantaneous anyway. It's not that quick to decline that quick. It's very off. It's very off. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Jonathan says, knowing what he's like, he wouldn't be too surprised if it's an April Fool's joke. And yeah, this is the issue. We just don't know. Jonathan also said, never liked the way he operates and treats others, but if it's genuine, then rest in peace. And this is the thing. Like, I would love to be able to beeping behind me. I'd love to generally sit there and go, do you know what, Keemstar, rest in peace, mate, and all of that shit. But we can't, because we just don't actually know if he's passed away. Has there been any updates on Twitter or anything?
I don't know.
Let's have a check on. I'm going to check on X now. So the initial came. The initial announcement came 8 hours ago by Drama Alert, which is, it is with deep sorrow that we share the news of Keemstar's passing. He peacefully departed last night in his sleep, succumbing to complications from a pulmonary embolism. Our hearts ache for his family and friends as they navigate this profound loss. In light of Keemstar's passing, the Drama Alert team will... I know, I'll re-say it. Okay. No. In light of Keemstar's passing, the Drama
Alert... Are you having a stroke?
News team will be temporarily dissolving as we take the time to mourn and restructure. We appreciate your understanding during this challenging period. Keemstar was a pioneering figure in online media, known for his dedication to reporting news and fostering dialogue within the community. Um, Keemstar's impact will be felt far and wide, and his legacy will endure through the countless lives he touched. Keemstar's legacy lives on through his daughter Mia. From management, it
It's the mention of the daughter as well. It's a bit weird.
is far. It it's far too far, isn't it?
Yeah, bringing family in.
I'm
It's a bit
just
of a mental one.
I'm just sort of half having the little scroll down just to see if there's any further. Um, it can't be right. I mean, you've got people like Mams Taylor, KSI, all responding underneath. I'm just trying to see actual Keemstars. It's I just don't know what to say, to be honest. The more I'm looking, and the more it doesn't seem right. I'm just looking. So the last thing he posted was on so the last thing he posted was on X. That was 18, 17 hours ago, which was about the Xboxes.
Hmm.
I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's a very weird situation.
I. Oh, I think it's got to be an April Fool's.
Yeah,
I just know how his comedy is.
it's fucked up if it is.
I mean, the joke itself's probably not fucked up, but I mean, it's just how long it's gone on for now. Dragging it out.
Nadir says my co-worker died of a pulmonary embolism following an orthopedic surgery, and the
There you are.
autopsy took a while.
See, there we
Nothing
go.
on TMZ. Um, yeah, none of the major news sites or anything are talking about it, which is
A couple of them posted. Ones that I screenshotted to you.
yeah, but they weren't major ones. Um, okay, I need to go and get myself a drink. Uh, bear with me. Bear with me, chat. We'll be back in a second.
Right. Ah, I think I was muted.
I muted the whole thing. I'll be back 1 second.
Ah, okay. I was just saying hello to the chat. I was saying I've got the chat loaded up now, so you can say hello and whatever. How you's all been? I've been away a little bit. So when I'm back on the mend, guys, what game do you reckon we go back to first? I can start using a mouse and keyboard and get back on the controller. You guys got any recommendations? Because I think we're giving Ranch a bit of a rest. We love the game, don't get us wrong, and we're really excited to finish what we're building. And we would jump on it in a heartbeat. It's just that purely the frame rate's terrible, so it's pretty hard to play. See, Jonathan, Rocket League. I'll be down for a bit of Rocket League back on that again. Once I get back on a controller, I don't think it'll be too long, maybe a few weeks. I've got a bit of hand therapy I've got to go through and sort all that out. Where are you at recovery-wise? Just about 2.5 weeks after the crash, so elbows broken, thumbs and wrists are a bit fucked. Probably elbows are like a 6 or 7 week, I think they said. Recovery time. Hands, they don't actually know what's wrong with them. They're having a bit of a struggle finding out. They know there's a lot of ligament and tendon damage, which is what's going to be a long period. I can't drive or anything anymore at the minute. But yeah, the hands, we're not sure yet. I'm going to get another MRI scan, and they're going to sort all them out, and then just go from there. And then hopefully, I can't wait to get back on my bike again. Which I know sounds silly considering it's what fucked me up, but but now I'll be playing Rocket League as soon as I can get back on that controller. Just I don't know the recovery time on the hands yet. I've broken loads of bones. I've had open heart surgery and everything. They've had to break all my ribs, my sternum, fractured my arm before, broken I think 7 of my fingers now. Big toe. I dropped a weight on that one. That wasn't nice. And my jaw was a good one. That was chipped ball joint that time. Never broken my nose.
Hello.
I've broke a lot. Hello. Yeah, I just spoke with John about a few broken bones. But he said he's never broken one.
Neither have I, to be fair. Touch wood.
Oh, I've broken shitloads.
Rocket League, maybe. No, I can't play at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh no, that's what I was talking about. I was saying when I'm back on the mend. I was saying what games do you want us to go back to? I said because we were saying about taking a break from the ranch because I said purely because of the frame rate. I said we love the game and we will get back on it and we want to finish what we're building, but the frame rate is pretty unbearable at the minute. It's not playable and it's not streamable. I'm personally running like lucky if I'm running more than 20 FPS. It's like 13 most of the time. Perry's a bit better than mine, but it's still bad for him.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be better if I was hosting it. I don't think I'd make much of a difference. I don't know why. I don't know why I get better than you because technically, what switch roles?
Yeah, but I don't know how to switch the realm, and at least because you're on more than I am most of the time now, it would give you more of an opportunity if you want to do like a solo stream, which I wouldn't mind.
Well, if I was going to do a solo stream, to be honest, I probably wouldn't do it on our ranch. The only thing I did consider this the other day is that possibly me jumping on in your account and Niall jumping on mine, Nathaniel jumping on mine even.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
But
bring the server back. But it's just unbearable for me. I can't play it like that. I love the game and I want to get back to it. I love the grind. And the build's coming along so well. And we're just starting the beef cows. There's so much I want to do. But the game just struggles so much.
Yeah, it's been frustrating. Yeah, Virgin Media Internet is trash from experience. I use Plus.
Well, I don't think it's internet. I don't know what it is.
I think so. I think part of the issue as well is because of you're on the laptop. I do think that as much as it's a good laptop, I think it just makes a difference.
He just said he was downgrading. We've just downgraded our Virgin package. We were getting 1,000 meg, and now we've got 200 because it makes no difference. We did not need 1,000 meg. It was nice for downloading shit, but like, it's so expensive now. The internet.
I use PlusNet all the way. That's not the way. Let's go back to Keemstar for a minute.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
see if there's any updates. We've got people joining the chat. Do comment in if you've got any thoughts on everything. See, what you're thinking on it. It's a tough one. It's a really tough one.
I think it's one of
Nothing.
the ones where only time will tell.
He just seems so active on social media for someone that's literally possibly dead a couple of hours later.
It is weird.
It's very strange, but at the same time, it's a sick joke. Really. It's carried on far too long. It's singled out a particular illness, which in turn, is going to affect anybody that's possibly going through the same thing. Well, you could have as well. This is the other thing to consider as well. The fact that you've possibly got people that suffer with severe health anxiety or severe anxiety.
Now worrying, thinking, am I just going to drop dead after I looked healthy the other day?
They possibly could have a pulmonary embolism and living with it. And it could, for someone that's possibly got it, that can have a massive effect on someone's mental health. It's a really poor joke. So, you obviously don't hope that he's dead, but at the same time, you don't want to believe he'd make a joke about it. You really don't. Jonathan said as well, if handlers managed to post from the account so immediately after his supposed death, that's not too unreasonable. Because
I would assume his management team would have the logins.
Management team, I mean, even people like likes of KSI and stuff like now, a lot of the tweets, is handled by his media team.
Well, exactly, and not only that, Keemstar has his own personal Twitter. He uses not
exactly.
Drama Alert.
Drama Alert is probably everything's probably goes through Keemstar, but necessarily what you're reading isn't just from him. It's probably a collective of a few people. It's a very surely you wouldn't announce it so immediately. And this is the thing. Do you? To me, you'd give it a couple of days. Like, in terms of, in the spotlight, you'd probably leave it a day and then announce it. I don't know. It would seem wiser to wait about a day. Exactly. I do agree with that. It's not something I would think that you would post straight away. But I suppose everyone's different, and the problem is nowadays for people that live on the internet, their careers on the internet with a big following, stuff like this, when people do unfortunately pass away, does happen quite quickly. People can announce it within hours. It's up to the individual, I suppose.
His wishes could have been to announce it straight away. You feel like he might have talked about it a little bit if he was ill as well, didn't you? Even just a post to say, guys, I'm okay, before he wasn't okay. But I'm just having a few issues. I mean, do you know what I mean? It just seems like the kind of thing that you'd mention to your followers when you got a big following. But at the same time, because he never struck me as someone that's overly private. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, Jonathan just said that. When they said Kate had cancer, so that's a bigger story. A sad one.
It is. I'll be honest, you're barking up the wrong tree, because I couldn't give a fuck about the royal family.
It's sad though. It's sad.
It is sad, and the issue with Kate, and I think that's more sadder than anything else, is because, she's all right. The sadness part in it is the fact that she pretty much was forced to announce it because the press just kept on.
Thought she was dead. Yeah,
just kept on hounding her. She probably would have, if they'd have just left her alone, that probably would have never came out. I don't think.
It sort of sounds like Diana, doesn't it? If only the press would have left her alone.
It's like anyone, though, isn't it? What's that woman that passed away from Love Island, the presenter?
I don't know. Killed herself.
Yeah, she killed herself.
Can't remember her name.
Oh my god, I can't remember her name. If you can remember, Jonathan, let me know down below in the comments. And if anyone else is watching and wants to, Caroline Flack, that's it. Thank you very much. Well done. You know, the press are so quick to jump on someone, and at the same time, they're so quick to make these posts about all people need to leave. You know, people need to back off, but then they'll jump on the next person. Like there's no winning. They don't seem to learn when to leave someone alone.
There's a good South Park episode on that. The Leave Britney Alone one.
Do I want to know?
Oh yeah, Britney Spears blows her own head off with a shotgun, but somehow she survives and she's got like no brain. It's just a mouth with a droopy tongue, and she's walking around and the entire town's hunting her, saying that she's got to be taken down, and they keep scrutinizing her and making fun of her, and then they kill her, and then they just turn around and be like, oh, that was class. And then they look into the sky and there's a picture of Miley Cyrus, and then they're like, she's next, she's the chosen one. Now they're going to try and do that to her. As in the media.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. The thing is, I was said that. Oh, she's the only one you like. I mean, yeah, I like her. I'm probably quite I actually think I prefer the likes of Harry over William and that, because I kind of, I don't look at the royal family as, I get that they're important for the country. They bring a lot of tourism. You are?
I don't think any of them are bad. I think I respect Harry for what he wanted to do. He wanted to be out of the light a little bit, and he knew he wasn't going any further than where he was Prince, because William's had loads of kids now, so
he's never going to be king. Yeah.
Well, exactly. So he thought, if that would have been his life forever, being a prince, like stuck there following their rules. So he thought, fuck it, I'm getting out. I respect that. Fair enough. You want to live your own life and do your own thing. All good. William, he's going to be king. It's going to happen. We all know it's true. So he's obviously carried on with his duties and everything like that. They don't agree with what each other do, but at the same time, it's.
I mean, I still believe that there's some really dark secrets with that family, though, from back with like the Diana days. There's definitely some dark
William's
stuff.
a massive cheat on Kate and everything like that, you know.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
It's big. It's repeating in history, like Charles and what's her face, Camilla.
Yeah, I mean, it will happen. It will happen one day. And the thing with that, see, I believe that Meghan gets a lot of shit, and
yeah, but she's also at times, as much as she just wants to chill out and enjoy her life, she has at times been. I've seen in interviews be a little bit disrespectful towards the royal family.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I think that it must be so hard, because like she's really one of the few people that's been married into like a proper outside. You know, she's a Hollywood actress that's married a royal. You know, you don't usually get that.
Jonathan.
I support the monarchy, but can't stand the royal family in the first about.
But he said he also thinks that Meghan seeks the attention.
Oh, she does. Yeah, of course she does.
Oh yeah. South Park tells the truth about
gotta get that cash money.
South Park Harry and Meghan episode.
I don't think that
you would crease at that.
I don't think that we overly need the royal family in terms of them as a monarchy and what they do for the country, because I don't feel they do a lot for the country as a collective now. But I get that for a tourism point of view and for the patriotism and, you know, what they bring is valuable to the country and to our economy. No, I agree with that though. She does say she wants to be left alone.
She on the money.
But then she's American. I love Americans to bits, but they are prone to, being over the top.
It would be a massive culture change for her. To be more subtle.
She
respectful.
would never have coped as a royal. The only way that them two as a couple was ever going to last is if they was to go out the way and be in America, and he makes the move, because she'd never cope. You need someone above the government who acts as a last resort.
You mean the Illuminati?
Yeah, but do you need it though? Because presidents work elsewhere.
Imagine there's
the
no
thing
heaven.
is that your monarchy, and I'm not saying they are, but you're relying on the fact that the monarchy aren't keeping secrets and acting in their interests as well as the government. So it's all right having them in place, but when they work that in tandem together, how different they are, how much is it going to run on its own? If that makes sense, because the government's going to make up their rules, and in America, that's it. The government makes the rules. That's your laws, state by state. But if you over here, for example, then rules have to then go through to the royals to give approval. But the royals will also surely work within their interest. So there's no guarantee, because now we're in a conservative government. My opinion, money grabbing assholes. Are their rules, are their what they come up with? Is it going to work in the interest of the royals? Are they going to be more inclined to let things through? You just don't know. Still no. I'm still scrolling. See if there's anything more on Keemstar. Let's get right to the news. Keemstar. Is there anything more on him? I think having a president is dangerous. Do you know what the thing is with Jonathan? Is that actually when you look at it, there is not that much of a point to a president in America. And I was speaking to a guy about this the other day at my work. He's from America, he lives in America. The rules and stuff that they come out with, and the things that they'll have a government law, but that means nothing, because the government, for example, in America, believe it or not, in America, as a countrywide, cannabis is banned. Cannabis is illegal, but it's legalized by individual states and under state laws, which means you can effectively take it, but in the eyes of the government, not the state, you're breaking the law. Yeah. It's really mental the way they work.
Buy weed in California, drive over to some other state that's not legal, and you could be arrested.
But the rules are, so that's because, say for example, say the state of Alabama, if cannabis is illegal in Alabama, but in LA it's legal, so you could smoke weed in Alabama, and it's illegal. You can travel to LA, and it's effectively legal under the local state laws. But in the eyes of the American government, it's still illegal. It's still not actually legal to smoke it, because they have these government-wide rules, but the individual states have their own set of local laws. So the guy I was speaking to, he said it's so confusing. There's certain things you could do, but you're still breaking the law in the eyes of the main American government. But the local stores, the local states have their own little local rules. It's really weird. It's a strange old thing. A bit like how the death penalty is still used in 13 states. Yeah, no, exactly. Still think it should be used here, to be honest.
There's a few people that need it. Our prisons are too crowded.
No, exactly. And plus, there's just some people that shouldn't be allowed to just live. I'm just scrolling the news. 5 hours ago, it's the last update we had, really. Died on Monday night, according to a post. 42, departed peacefully in his sleep. We've read all of this before. Survived. So his team have said that he will be honoured next Sunday at Delaware Park in Buffalo.
He's gonna jump out or something.
Between 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Right.
The celebration of... Yeah, but if he thinks that's going to go down well...
I'm promoting G Fuel.
Brought me back from the dead. The celebration of life event for Daniel Keemstar. Keem will be held at Delaware Park in Buffalo. The management said an invitation is being extended to fans. Attendees are encouraged to wear black and white attire to honour his memory. This is a lot of planning for someone that died like 12 hours ago. 8 hours ago.
A very detailed prank as well, so either way it's not good.
So let's have a look into what he's actually said he's got. So obviously we have got our resident respiratory care here, but so a pulmonary embolism, for those that don't know, I'll read off of here, is occurs when a blood clot formed in a blood vessel, often in the leg, gets lodged in an artery in the lung, blocking blood flow to that part of the lung. Embolism occurs when an embolus, typically a blood clot, travels through the bloodstream and becomes lodged in a blood vessel, potentially obstructing blood flow to vital organs. Symptoms can vary and include shortness of breath, chest pains, cough, and sometimes coughing up blood. Cracodona, the nose is unconfirmed as to whether it's true or not, but Keemstar has passed away at age 42 from a pulmonary embolism, we're told. Apart from a pulmonary embolism, arterial embolism, which can lead to strokes or other infarcts, fat embolism when fat droplets. So that's what we know so far. We know that he, as confirmed by his... Well, this is what we're saying. We don't know, because surely if it's carried on all day, Cracodona, it's a pretty sick joke, especially to anyone that might be suffering with this illness, which people can be at home with these kind of illnesses. If someone's suffering with this and he's making a joke about passing away from it, it's pretty bad.
Not very nice.
It's not right. So we aren't that lucky. I mean, look, it's always a shame when someone passes away. I never wish I would like that kind of thing on, well, not many people anyway. There's a few people that deserve it. I don't wish it on Keemstar. He's not always been the good person, but he's not a bad person. I've watched him for many years. So have you, Niall, haven't you?
Yeah, many years. Long time.
So we don't wish any ill health on him. At the same time, it's looking 50-50, 60-40 actually, as to whether he has actually passed away or not. We don't know. If it is an April Fool's joke, it definitely should have been revealed by now, I think.
His girlfriend's well with it.
So for those, if you have missed it, Cracodona, the post is that you actually taking the piss.
Yeah, mate, just pop round there, bro.
Please live stream it if you are.
Make a little detour, bro. Just come, drive your car, come to the UK, pick us up, drive back, go to Keemstar's.
Well, the good thing is, Cracodona, is that there is in Buffalo, at Delaware Park next Sunday between 3 and 5 p.m. There will be a celebration of his life, and the invitation is being extended to fans. Attendees are encouraged to wear black and white attire to honour his memory, and that will be next Sunday between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. at Delaware Park in Buffalo.
You want to go to Delaware Park, bro?
I'm up for going to Delaware Park. You up for it?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Get flights for Norse Air, well cheap over there.
You're paying?
Okay. I'd quite happily fly to New York. That suits me fine. But if you did miss it, Crocodona, so the first part of it is that Daniel, YouTuber Keemstar, aka Daniel M. Keem, died on Monday night, according to a post on X by the official handle of his channel, Drama Alert. The company said in a statement on April the 1st that the host of the popular culture news show Drama Alert died from complications of a pulmonary embolism. He was aged 42. He peacefully departed last night in his sleep, succumbing to complications from a pulmonary embolism. Drama Alert management said in the statement, adding, in light of Keemstar's passing, the Drama Alert news team will be temporarily dissolving as we take time to mourn and restructure. We understand your understanding. What did I just say there?
We understand your understanding.
That's not what it says. It says we appreciate your understanding during this challenging period. You don't need to say something.
Of your understanding.
And I heard it back and was like, that didn't make sense. According to reports, the YouTuber is survived by his wife and daughter Mia. His team has said that he will be honoured next Sunday at Delaware Park, Buffalo, between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. local time. We don't know if it's true. Let's be honest. We really hope it's not. And for those of you that are joining, if you do get any more information or understand, or we will just sit here and wait for Crocodona to just quickly pop round there. Oh, do you know what? Tell me he's not got a dog that's actually 42 in dog years and it's called Keemstar and it's died from a blood clot. Like, because that would be really fucking annoying. Oh, fucking hell.
Unfortunately, they posted pictures of a Keemstar's face. And they called him Daniel Keem.
I mean, if it's true, it's a great shame. It's a great shame. But we don't know. That's the thing. We just don't know. It's a difficult one. Niall.
Yeah.
While I'm sort of scrouting for news on this, why don't you get up some would you rathers that we can kill some time with?
Okay, I'm not going to be on much longer, maybe another 10, 15, but
That's all right.
May as well fill a little bit of time in. I'll have a look at some. Can't believe you're making me type. This hurts like fuck.
If a YouTuber has to die, can't it be someone like Onision?
Would you rather never need to sleep or never need to eat?
Sorry, I'd completely zoned out for a second. I was too busy trying to work out who Onision was when you asked that. I've heard the name before.
Oh, I remember Onision back in the day.
Oh, fair enough. Cheers for the sub, boy. Cheers for the sub, mate. Sorry, right. Could you repeat the would you rather?
Would you rather never need to sleep or never need to eat?
The problem is, I like both.
Yeah.
But I like sleep because I'm tired, whereas I like eating even if I'm not hungry. So I'm going to go never need to sleep because I like it. I like my food.
Ooh.
I'm going to go never need.
People went never need to sleep. I also agree.
At the same time, though, how much of your life do you lose through sleeping?
Well, you've already clicked it now. Ooh. Never.
Oh, hang on. No, that's good. That's good.
Never have to do the dishes.
That's good. I just realised that's what I meant. So I never need to sleep, but I do need to eat, which is fine. I'm cool with that.
So never have to do the laundry or never have to do dishes. Dishes.
I don't really do now. Don't really do any of them.
Never do dishes. Easy. Any day.
Yeah, because I suppose... No, actually, no. I'd rather never have to do laundry. Because laundry, like, once you've washed the dish, to put the plate on the side, on your rack, or put it away. That's it, it's done.
Put it away.
Washing, you've got to put it in the washing machine. You've got to take it out. You've got to put it in the dryer. You've got to take it out. You've then got to fold it or iron it. fuck that. No, I'll just take. I'll do dishwashing. That's fine. I'm cool with that.
56% of people said they would never have to do the dishes. So you're in the minority there. Ability to heal yourself on and not others, or ability to heal others and not yourself.
So ability to heal yourself and
I'm
others.
picking myself. I want to heal myself.
No, I wouldn't.
You'd pick to heal others.
Yeah, I reckon it'd get me laid a bit more. Like,
You could never die. You could choose to never die.
you're still gonna get old. What good are you at a fucking
Unless you
130?
Reverse aging is technically healing yourselves.
No, it's healing yourself. So I mean, what good am I at 130 with a perfect boner? I mean, it's just not gonna.
130, right? But you look like you do now.
But I'm not gonna be.
Yeah, you're healing your skin cells back
No,
to
I think that's like, say you fucking crippled because you come off your bike.
Oh, like broke a bone. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I imagine. So
then I'm healing others because then I'll get mega famous.
But this is what I mean. So I'd rather heal others because, what's that love? I mean, I can fix this broken leg for you as long as they open after I fix them. Do you know what I mean? Some
people that said heal others.
Yeah, see, we're good people with an ulterior motive.
Would you rather lose Wi-Fi for an entire year or the prices of everything go up 20%?
Prices up. Couldn't give a fuck. Prices up.
All the majority said they'd rather lose Wi-Fi for a year.
You're on crack and you're lying to yourself. That's what you are.
So would you rather play video games for the rest of your life or watch movies for the rest of your life? Play video games.
Video games. I don't really watch movies. If it was TV series,
I could sit and play Minecraft for fucking months.
If it was TV series, I would have to think about it. But movies, no. I don't really watch films.
Oh, that's a really good one. Would you rather have a painless death right now or stay alive but have a very painful death when the unknown time comes?
Oh, you bitch.
Very painful. It's a good one.
Right, so die right now, which is in context probably not the best stream for it. Right now.
Maybe that's what Keemstar chose.
Let's get right into a grave. I don't. Do you know what? I'm still gonna take the painful death.
I am as well.
Because
you're gonna end up in the same result. It may be painful, but you're gonna be dead either way.
Once you're gone, you're gone. Yeah.
Exactly.
And my argument is that I'd rather live longer. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Okay, you ready?
Go.
Would you rather win an Olympic medal or an Academy Award? Academy Award.
Academy Award, yeah. What kind of question's that?
That's a silly question.
Oh, I can run.
The majority clicked Olympic medal.
Really? Boring assholes, aren't they?
Be very obese or very skinny.
Skinny.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, the majority clicked.
At least I can still run.
Oh my god.
What's these ones I had
You're
up the other day?
accused of being a criminal, but your family or loved one is the criminal. Or your family... Wait, your one of your loved ones is accused of being a criminal, but you are the criminal. So would you rather take the rap for someone or have someone take the rap for you, basically?
Someone take the rap from me.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I don't want to take that shit. I'll let them deal with that. Oh, the majority picked deal with it yourself.
Really?
Oh, Perry. Would you rather never be able to say no or never be able to say yes? I'm getting rid of no. I've never been able to say no.
Yeah.
People take advantage of me, like massively, but also I would never get anything I ever wanted.
Right, hang on a minute. Never been able to say no. No, I'd say yes. Yes, theory shit,
Walk
innit?
into a shop. How can
What?
I help you? No. Hi, can I help you? No. You need help? No.
No,
You're never able to say it.
well, I'd rather be able to say yes. I'd
Well, that's what
rather.
I'm saying. I'd rather be able to say yes than no.
Oh, okay. I thought you was trying to say that you didn't want us to. Well, yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's took me a second.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lass walks up to me. She's a 10 out of 10. Looks at Ariana Grande. You want a shag?
yes.
Yes. Done. We
Yeah.
click yes.
You are like
55.
we're gonna get advantage taken over, as you said, but who cares? I had some of these from the other day. Actually, I've got a few ones. Have you got more?
I've got a few more.
Go on then.
Would you rather be able to change the smell of anything at will, or change the taste of anything at will? I'm straight up picking taste. Imagine you're eating like mac and cheese, and you're like, oh, but I really want this to be like
Pussy.
a Big Mac. Tastes
Okay.
exactly like a Big Mac.
Um,
I'm going for taste. I don't want to be outside like smelling poo and then go. I'd rather that smell like Lynx Africa
the
than you
thing
be
is,
sniffing shit.
I think a bad. Well, actually, no. In my line of work, maybe it does, but I think smells probably affect. Like, you probably get more affected by a bad smell. I don't really ever taste anything and go, "That tastes fucking rank."
Yeah,
And
but
if
you
it
could
does,
make
it's
it taste like anything. You could change the taste to anything. So if you didn't have enough money for like a steak, like the most expensive steak in the world, but you could afford like a little bit of salmon, you would just say, "I want this to taste exactly like that steak."
I yeah, okay. Actually, I'm with you. Yeah,
Like you're having a glass of water, but you're like, "Oh, I want this to be like a Heineken."
yeah,
It
okay.
wouldn't be a Heineken, but you could make it taste like one.
No,
You want
okay.
like
Yeah, I'm
refreshing
sold.
cold beer.
I'm sold.
What do you mean? Like, exactly. Like if you want tap water, but I want that tap water to taste like perfect full fat Coke.
Crackadonna, what's your thoughts on some of these?
Fully healthy, but tastes grim.
What do you mean,
Right.
you Heineken? There's nothing wrong with Heineken. Let me
Oh,
guess.
I'm not a Heineken fan. That was
I,
just the first thing
I
that came
like a
to my
Heineken. Jonathan, are you like a?
mind. I only really drink a Guinness when I'm out.
I say I'm on Budweiser. I like a good Budweiser. What are you, Stella? Or are you Carlin or Carlsberg? I can't say much because I like any beer, so any one of them I can't even judge you on. Everything should be Roni. No, if you're gonna do it, beer and Moretti. If it should be anything, it should be a Moretti, or it should be oh my god, what's that fucking in the white can? Brewdog. Should be Brewdog.
Sorry, I'm going to test your morality here.
Go on.
Would you rather make £350,000 a year robbing innocent people, and you wouldn't be caught ever, remember, or make 40k a year helping people in need?
Read the first bit again to me.
You can get away with this. Make £350,000 a year robbing innocent people, or you could make 40 grand a year helping people in need.
Right. Am I doing the robbing?
Yep. But you'll
Like,
never be caught. It's just like that's
what
how
I
much-
mean is, am I doing it like face to face, or am I like, because that's a lot of money? Am I like just stealing
You're
credit
you're
card
robbing, like-
details?
You're like robbing people's houses or something, or robbing bank cards. Yeah.
Because if it's credit card details,
They're innocent
technically
people.
I'm not even seeing these people, so I can't feel bad for someone I haven't
Exactly,
seen.
It could be like that. It could be a house robbery where they've gone abroad and you've just emptied their house and buggered off.
Well, no, I mean, even if I'm like remotely hacking credit card details, I'm not actually seeing the person. I'm just gaining money through a credit card. And they're going to get that back through the bank anyway.
We've
I'm
done
a
it
horrible
anyway.
person.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I'm picking the 350 grand a year.
If I was making that money through going up to an old lady, cracking her over the head and taking her purse, not taking it. But if it's a case of I'm sat on my computer and I'm getting credit card details, then, well, I could be swayed. Just, money's money, times are tight, and credit crunch and all that shit.
But 350 grand a year, no matter what. No being caught.
40k option, and it's not even a tough.
You could healthily live off 40k.
I mean, you could do,
You'd
but
never progress more.
I'm not far off that now, and to be fair, even now times are tough.
There we go.
Old ladies are end of life. See, Jonathan, now you're contradicting. Old ladies are end of life anyway, he says. But you couldn't live with the word contradict.
Right, we're robbing innocent people.
Yeah, but I will say I'm only doing this if I don't have to see them.
60% said 40k.
You are?
60% of people said that they would take the 40k.
We're going to hell, but I'll see you there. It's fine.
Would you rather be the funniest person alive or the most attractive person alive? Funny. I'm taking funny.
I think
Black.
funny.
Think about Jack Black. Everyone loves him. I'm pretty sure every woman wants to fuck Jack Black. And he's not particularly a good-looking lad.
Look at Frankie Boyle and Jimmy Carr.
Exactly.
I mean,
I'd rather be the funniest person in the world.
think
you'd be funnier than them.
I think, in a way, like from a woman's point of view, I think being funny is more like not being funny, Jonathan. Right? You see these women sometimes, and I'm already funny doesn't do much for me. Maybe in your own mind. But do you see these women that are with people sometimes, and you look at them and think, why the fuck are you with him? But then actually, they go, oh, I'll be so funny, he makes me laugh every day, he's a good... being funny is more attractive than being good looking. Because what is essentially attractive? Because attractive changes per person. Every woman has different ideas about what attractive is. Some women like big muscles, some women like a dad bod. So you could never be attractive to everybody anyway. Does that make sense? But funny is more universal to a point. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'll do one more and then I'm going to come off because I'm pretty knackered.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a good one, actually. It reminds me of one of my favourite films.
Okay, you are quite funny, Jonathan.
Oh, he's good.
Did you see that?
What, in the chat?
I would do Ariana Grande over some lesser comedian.
True.
Okay, you got me.
So, would you rather live one life that lasts 1,000 years or live 10 lives that last 100 years each?
10.
1.
No, 10.
Why?
Because
you get to live through dying 10 times over.
You do, but at the same time, with every time that you live, you can do things like you get to do. So, like for your first life, you want to live your life as an airline pilot and, whatever. And then the next time you want to go and do something else. Your
you
career.
Can do that in the one life.
But can you? Who wants a 600-year-old pilot?
Yeah, but you're not going to look 600-year-old.
No, but you are going to be. And I think it's good to be able to, be born again, go to a different school in a different country, live different lives.
I like to think of the one life that lasts 1,000 years to be like you live to like your middle age is like your normal, and then it stops, and you stay your middle age for 1,000 years.
I think there's nothing more.
A bit like the show The Man. Have you seen the film The Man from Earth?
No.
That's a film pretty much based on this question. It's pretty good. Fucking one of my favourite films.
I think the idea of being able to, and that having you could have one life where you say, fuck it, I'm going to be a criminal and just try that life once. I know it's stupid, but you could have literally 10 different lives. You could experience life in 10 different ways, whereas you only ever really live in one life. but for so long that if you're not happy with it, you'd never get on with it.
What if it means that your memory resets as well, though, for yours?
But
So
I'm
you don't
cool
even
with
know
that
you're living the...
because I wouldn't know. So I'm just literally living 10 different lives.
I'd rather live the one.
I think it's...
Who see what the results are?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, yeah. 71% said 10 lives, like you.
Yeah, I think it's just like even now. I wish that I was sat there thinking earlier on there was some things I wish I'd done. I know I'm only 32, like I'm not old, but there's certain things like I was sat watching. What was I doing? I was driving back. I was driving back through my area, and there was like these kids, and they're on the corner, and they'd got like a normal go kart, like a pedal go kart, and what they'd done is they'd added wood frame into it. Just bits of blocks of wood they'd screwed together themselves and made like this makeshift, almost like a buggy kind of style roof on it. It was really cool. And all things like that. And I just think, fucking, I wish I was a kid again, just out doing shit like that.
No worries, just chilling and playing with the boys.
Yeah?
They've got absolutely no worries. They're just out there chilling and playing with the boys.
And that's the bit I miss, you know. You've not got all the worries of... If I could go back now to like... I think I'd probably go back to 14. If I had the choice, I'd probably go now. I'd go back to like age 14. You know,
I would go back to age 6.
Nah, there's no point in going back that far.
I would go back that far. That's your childhood. That's when you're running around being fun. When I was 6, I was still out building dens in the street and all sorts.
I would probably go back to 13, maybe around the age where the important stuff at school's kicking in and giving me a better chance to knuckle down more than what I did. Because I wasn't stupid at school, but I just half the time I just couldn't be asked. But go back to that sort of time, redo them later years of school when it really matters. And this time I probably would go to university. I still think the other day I was thinking about just giving it up and going to university. Doing like a...
Do an adult course?
I'm considering it. I want to do forensic science. I've always been massive on that side of things anyway. I'm considering it. I don't know. So I've got a lot to think about with kids and stuff now, so it's different. But on that note, guys, at the moment as it stands, I'm going to do one.
8 minutes ago, drama alert posted. Keemstar has passed away. Drama alert might be over. Here's what we know so far. Full explanation in bio. Where's the bio? Is it the Snapchat thing? R.I.P. Keemstar.
The bio.
Can you hear that?
No.
For his family and friends as they navigate this profound loss. In light of Keemstar's passing, the Drama Alert News team will be temporarily dissolving as we take time to mourn and restructure. We appreciate your understanding during this challenging period. Keemstar was a pioneer with those.
Oh, were you hearing that? I thought.
Yeah.
Known for his dedication to reporting the news and fostering dialogue within the community, Keemstar's impact will be felt far and wide, and his legacy will endure through the countless lives he's
Go
touched.
for it, Jonathan.
It's also announced that there will be a celebration of life for Daniel Keemstar Keem that will be held in Delaware Park in Buffalo. An invitation is extended to his fans, and attendees are encouraged to wear black and white attire to honor his memory. The event will take place next Sunday between 3 and 5 p.m. If you can't make it, it will be live streamed on his YouTube channel. Fans have already been leaving heartfelt messages, saying sad to see Keemstar go. Rip to this legend, showing Woody looking out the window. Wow, you guys are so sweet. That'll be it for today, Drama Alert Nation. I'm not sure when our next episode will be.
That's it.
Right, so that was actually from them.
That was on the Drama Alert Snapchat.
Full situation explained in bio. Okay, we did see that. All right. Strange. It's a very strange one.
someone, the top comment is, in the UK, it is not April Fool's Day anymore.
Yeah, I see that. But then after that, it says, "I pray it's true."
Yeah.
No,
Pathetic.
Jonathan, it's worth doing the electrics, by the way, because Sparkies make a fuck ton of money. Timmer with AJ. If you missed it, it's been announced by Drama Alert earlier on today that Keemstar has passed away. So we are still unsure at the moment as to whether this is true or if, because in American time it is still April Fool's. If there's an April Fool's joke, apparently something. In help. Someone didn't like him. Did you see the comment?
No.
Just look at the YouTube. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. Timmer with AJ, you're going to fit in around
What
it.
happened? Yes, let's fucking go. Jesus.
Fucking hell. I think
Could
we
be
can.
an April Fool's. That's what we're saying.
What?
Oh wait, it could be an April Fool's. No. Oh no. Oh god. Someone really doesn't like him.
This is the thing. It could be April Fool's, but we just don't know. We are yet to discuss. There's been a recent announce. When was the last post from?
8 minutes ago.
8 minutes
Twitter.
ago on Twitter
Drama Alert on Twitter.
from Drama Alert, as Nada said, and on the Snapchat there is the Drama Alert guys confirming, so-called confirming what's happened, but we just don't know.
It's not trending on Twitter or anything. That's what I was
This
thinking.
is what's
I think it would
weird.
be.
Like
But then again, I don't think anyone's taking it serious.
this is the
It's
thing.
not even in the top 30 on trending.
Like, if this was true, if he has died, and it's genuinely like it's whatever you think of him, it's a shame that because of the day that no one actually believes. But you wouldn't want anyone to die on April Fool's, would you? Because you'd never actually believe it.
No.
But we don't know. We will wait and see if anything happens in between now and, well, I suppose, when does April Fool's end for America?
I don't know.
So Buffalo, New York is probably the closest to us. They're what, 4 or 5 hours behind?
I don't know.
They're probably 7. They're probably 7 o'clock. Well, no, there won't be. There'll be 9 o'clock there, I think.
It is 8:45.
Yeah, so 8:45. So
He has 3 hours.
effectively, in the next 3 hours. Yeah, but I don't think they would put that, Tim. This is the thing that we don't understand. We don't know if it's going to be a case of, like, literally by midnight in New York, they would announce that it was an April Fool's.
Are you staying on stream, by the way, for a little bit? Because I'm going to head off. But
I
I
am.
might sit in bed and watch your stream if you're doing anything for a little
I'm
bit.
going to be on probably about another 10-15 minutes myself, then I'm going to call it. There's not really much else to do at the moment. Before
gonna
you
head
go, Niall,
Absolutely knacked.
before you go,
Okay.
would you rather have your name tattooed on your forehead or have no front teeth?
No front teeth.
You said that well too quick. Really?
Veneers. Plus, I don't like my front teeth anyway.
Tattooed
Tattoo on
name
your
tattoo?
forehead. That'll take years to get lasered off and painful as shit.
Times
I'd rather
now
have my teeth.
says he's dead. Yeah, they commented earlier, but it's not been in any major newspapers since. And you can have a postie style tattoo of your name now.
Nah. I couldn't
Come
tattoo
on.
my face.
Come
Nah,
on. What?
Couldn't do it. I'd rather have my teeth out.
Can the
Well, I'll
tattoo
leave
be
you with
in
that.
school? Okay. All right. All right. See you
Alright
later
then,
now.
right.
Take care.
See you later, guys. I'll pop into the chat and the YouTube, not the Twitch.
Yeah, there's no
I'll listen
Twitch.
in for a bit. Alright, in a bit.
See you later. So, right, Nard is going to join us on the chat in front, so you can't replace your front teeth. This is the thing. You can't find loopholes around it. I think you can't replace your teeth. I'll take the tattoo because it doesn't say. It says has your name tattooed on your forehead. But I mean, I've got a big fucking forehead, so I could have it right up there, and that still counts. And then I could let my hair get really long and just sweep that across, and you wouldn't see that. No, you can replace your teeth, but I think what Tim's saying is like, for the purpose of this, you can't just be replacing because it's a cop out. So you can replace, you can have no front teeth if you choose it, but you can't choose to put veneers or something in after because it's defeating the object of it. That's what I think, anyway. Okay, in the chat we've got Tim, we've got Jonathan. Yeah, I mean, cover it up with the fringe. Yeah, why not? Let me see if I can find a would you rather for you guys in the chat. All right, you two in the chat. Niall's going to be joining in a second as well. I want to know: would you rather walk in on your parents having sex, or would you have them walking on you having sex? Let that sit with you for a minute. Keep these would you rather's flowing. So you'd rather your parents walking on you? Yeah. I'm inclined to agree, to be honest. Ooh. Come on, Jonathan, what you got on this? I'm going to check for more information again. Yeah, Jonathan, where you gone? Come on. I want to know. Niall, if you join the chat now, he's left voice. If you join the chat, we want to know, and anyone else that's joined the chat, while we're waiting for more news on Keemstar and see if there's anything further developing on that, I want to know, would you rather walk in on your parents having sex, or would you rather have them walking on you having sex? Oh, no, they are. The last one I had from you, Jonathan, was you've got longer hair, so you'd probably be cool with it. And that one that you just put there saying my comment's not coming up, that one came up. Yeah. The irony. You think YouTube must censor that word? The fuck did you type? Okay, so really? They censor that. Okay, so which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the second one? Okay, so you'd rather have your parents walk in. Yeah, I'd rather them see that I got game. You know, I don't want to see compromising positions of my mother. It's very true. Yeah, at least you're having fun. It's so true. Yeah, I agree. Now, this might seem like a really simple one. So, let's see. Would you rather be famous or rich? Thinker. Keemstar. Fox jumps over the lazy dog. Still some weird things about this. You got one, Tim? Okay, I'm interested. And for the record, I would. Yeah, it can be political. And for the record, I would rather be famous. No, sorry, I'd rather be rich. Not famous. I'd rather have the money without all of the issues. Another question that's raised to me actually while you're putting your would you rather in about the legitimacy of this whole joke is the fact that the mentioned 2 hours ago, as per Keemstar's wishes, Drama Alert will continue his legacy through the use of AI and a pretty crappy AI talking. With a post from Keemstar after saying, "We created a Keemstar AI to report Drama Alert in case of my death. Needs more work." That to me seems a bit bordering the lines of jokey. Like, is that a bit too soon to be posting something like that? Yeah, no, it does seem really silly. It's a 3-second clip of it going.
Jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
That's it. That's what it does. It's very silly to me. If he genuinely has passed away, why would you post something like that? I'm going to keep checking into this for a minute. So as we've got Niles in the chat, would you rather be a Tory or a reformist? What's a reformist? I've been really thick here. Google, eh? Trying to improve a system or law by changing it, a reformist rather than revolutionary approach. See, it was founded by Catherine. Oh, so it's similar to. Okay, so it's supported by Nigel Farage. So it's essentially UKIP. Yeah. So this is a would you rather with a history lesson I'll give you here. So Reform UK is a political party in the UK. It was founded by Catherine Blaidlock with support from Nigel Farage in November 2018 as the Brexit Party. Advocating hard Euroscepticism and a no-deal Brexit, it was a significant political force but failed to win any seats. Fuck me, Jonathan, really? Fair enough. I don't actually know if I can answer that. Because I voted to leave UK. I voted to leave UKIP. I voted to leave for Brexit. And I think I don't know what anyone else voted. Might be crucifying myself here. I voted to leave. And the thing is, is it a big mistake? I don't think it's a mistake. I think we still work within a lot of the EU's rules, but we are just given the freedom. It's given us the freedom to do things for ourselves. But I think where there's not been, apart from the EU rules, there's not been many changes outside of that. So we haven't had the chance, I don't think, to flourish as an independent country. You think after that, not long after that, we had COVID. So we probably could have benefited from being part of the EU through COVID, where we possibly might have got more assistance or, you know, more backing, and help. But because we wasn't, you know, we've probably ended up in a worse situation because of that, like as an economy side of things. I don't know. I mean, because reformist is so, like, I will go out there. I'd rather be reformist because of the two. I can't stand the Tories anyway. I don't know much about the reformists as a party, but if they work within the sort of the idealism of looking after the country's people first, then I think it's not a bad thing. I have to be careful what I say, but I think as a country we have been very good and also slack at looking after our own people, very good at looking after everybody else, and I think that we do need to change that. I don't know what this reform does. Who knows? Maybe that's what they do. And if that's the case, then you want us to rejoin? I don't think we should rejoin. It's up, you know, if you think you should, then that's fair enough. I personally think that Britain is strong enough to cope as an independent country. That was really fucking... That was fucking strange. I think we're strong enough to cope as an independent country. What is my TV doing? Can you all see my TV? It's going mad in the background now. At least rejoin the customs union. I think in terms of better... No, it's trailer. My Fire Stick just started going nuts. It's like my projector. Honestly, Jonathan, it wouldn't surprise me. I lost my granddad in October last year, and there's been some weird shit going on in my house ever since, so it doesn't surprise me. Shit could be moving behind me all the time. Granddad, I love you, but fuck off. Join the custom. See, I had this argument when we first left the EU, and I don't believe we need to be part of the EU to get a good trade deal, because we're one of them countries that probably we're one of them countries where we are we're one of them countries where we use so much materials from different countries, and we're busy, you know, in terms of we're constantly importing things in. Us being independent but also a good buyer, I think is better for us, because it means that we can negotiate a good trade price because they rely on our trade. Does that make sense? So it's not like, for example, tea. If we I know it's China, but this is just an example. If single tangible benefit can you name we've had from Liberty? Well, at the moment, probably nothing, because we left the EU. and then as a country we were slammed into lockdown, and that has put us into a financial crisis. So I think if there had been no COVID or anything like that, I think we'd be seeing the benefits of being an independent country. But I just don't think that we've had the chance now because of that setback to grow from it. And the trader side, I think, is because we are such a small country, but because we import so much stuff and rely on so much materials, and because we import them all the time, we might only be small, but I think we're worth quite a lot of money to, to companies outside, in the EU that we buy our stuff from. So I don't think it's in their interests to raise prices on us. I think, if anything, we are probably in a period where we can actually, we can negotiate, get better trade prices for ourselves. Some of the economy we're seeing decline. Is that though a period, especially in terms of economy, around the time where we did leave? Did we not have, and I know this is going to make up a massive area of it, but did we not have quite a lot of people from foreign countries leave and go back to their own countries once we left? Now, as our country is quite lazy, we rely on a lot of foreign workers. If these foreign people were workers that have left and gone back to their own countries, is that not going to affect our country in terms of the taxes and stuff going down? Because if we lose them foreign workers, then we struggle with the actual. Because I was seeing fruit pickers. It has got higher, but did it not decline at first? It was the actual people living here that went, if that makes sense. Because I know that there was a lot of people, especially where I am around Cambridge area, where you've got the farmers' fields up and going towards Norwich, Norfolk, and the Fens. A lot of people saying that they couldn't get the foreign workers or any workers, because British people are fucking lazy anyway, but they couldn't get anyone to come out and actually pick the fruits. So the crops were dying because a lot of the people went back home. It did come in, but the problem was a lot of people left with Brexit because there was a lot of panic about who would be able to stay and who couldn't stay. And I think because there was a lot of uncertainty and destabilization. It's a tough one, Jonathan, because you can train to your heart's content. There's companies now that they offer free training, like HGVs and shit like that. They offer training for people, but the country is got itself into a situation where it is literally able, people can be better off living off of universal credit payment than going to work. And I've seen it firsthand. You've got people that go to work, that they're on universal credit, and they get such and such a month because they've got kids. They think, I want to get myself a part-time job and better myself. But they go and get that part-time job, and actually, because of the way that the hours are calculated, how many hours worked and stuff, it meant they're actually worse off because they're losing out on more universal credit than they're gaining wages. But yeah, this is where the problem is, though. Wages need to come up. They do, I agree. My industry in the funerals, fucking hell, shit money really for what we're doing. I mean, I do it's I get a good wage, but it's not for what we do. For what we do, it's not great, really. But I've always said the same thing: wages need to come up. But then you look at the individual companies, and they're saying, "Well, our sales ain't going up. To pay our wages, the prices have to go up. So they have to raise the prices of the goods they're selling, for example, so that they can pay the higher wage. But then for other people to afford the higher cost of them goods, they need their money to go up, and it's a circle of everyone needing to increase everyone's wages so that everyone can afford their increasing in prices. It's a stupid situation, to be honest. It's shit. Fucking hell, Tim, what have you done with this? This was a would you rather 10 minutes ago. What have you done to us? I've just turned into a fucking House of Commons. There's companies that are increasing things more. Energy companies are the ones that are increasing their prices. That this is the initial greed lies with companies that we solely depend on to fuel our daily lives: oil, fuel, gas, anything like that. And it's them increases in prices when they don't really need to increase their prices that puts the strain. Like electric. So if your electric, your gas, and all of them prices have gone up. If all of them prices have gone up, as a big company, they've just raised that price because they can. They don't need to, but they can. So they've done that, and in turn, that puts a strain on the big businesses, which are paying money, and it just goes round into a situation where effectively it comes down to the workers that can't get that much of a pay rise because the businesses have got to pay the bigger companies that they're getting supplying from. It's just, we are in this loop now where I don't ever see it getting much better, to be honest. Now, what was I going to do? I was going to have another quick look. I mean, I don't know if this has happened before. Constituency. Could be. Tim's, good to have you, mate. Thank you very much for joining, and check us out again soon. We'll be back in the next couple of days. Thank you very much. I appreciate that as well. Oh, actually, does that mean? 1 second. Oh, we are one away from the big 100. But thank you very much for joining us, Tim. I'm going to be heading off in a second as well. Just a quick side note on the whole situation with Keemstar, and I have looked, and oddly enough, his Wikipedia has been updated. Now I know this is user edited, but it's all over there as well now that he has passed away. Who knows? This might actually be real. We shall find out in the next coming hours, but I am going to be heading off myself for tonight. It has been good talking to you all. Niall, I think, has dropped off somewhere. He did join. He's probably fallen asleep. To all of you who've joined and subscribed, thank you very much. We'll be back on tomorrow. If you did, still skeptical. Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think until in America April Fool's is over, we will actually know. That's the thing. But yeah, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, joining, subscribing to all of you that have joined tonight and got involved in the chat. Much appreciated. Nadir. Who else have I got on here? I've had a few join tonight. So we've got Nadir, Krakadona, Jonathan, as per usual, and of course Tim with AJ. Thank you very much. I will see you all again tomorrow. I'll be back. I'll see you then. Good night, guys. Bye bye.